So, little bit intro, guys. How do we access AWS data centers? How AWS infrastructure using AWS Management Console? Remember, we discussed this yesterday. AWS Management Console. So, do you all agree? AWS, Lathan, let's hold on. You will get in the details later. So, AWS is a, can we say AWS as a group of services? So, as I told you, if at all you want to launch servers, there is one service. If you want to create some databases, you have one service. If you want to set up something, you have some service. So AWS is a group of services. Group of services, not servers. Services. That's why it is called it as Amazon Web Services. Everything, whatever AWS is providing is the services only. In those services, we'll go and create servers. Okay. AWS is a group of services. Okay, till now we are talking about servers, no? So that servers, that VMs, virtual machines that we create, instead of calling virtual machines, from now onwards, let's start to call it as instances. What is that? Everyone, what is that, guys? Instances. Write down this word, instances. Instead of calling servers in AWS, instead of calling virtual machines in AWS, you can call it as instances. Digest these words. Okay. So before I go a little bit deeper here, I need one person name. Correct, Rakesh. So we have used these names. Okay. So I'll go with Rakesh. So here, listen this carefully. So this is Rakesh. Happy person. Huh? This guy is Rakesh. Don't worry, Shashank. Let's not talk now. You will get everything slowly, Huh? All questions will be cleared. The only thing is you need patience. One by one, you'll go. Everything will come. So, guys, this is Rakesh. Let's assume he is a client. And then he says that what he has in his hands, he has some application. He has some application with him. That application can be developed in your Java or .NET or anything. So he has some zip file with him. He has some application with him, guys. He has some application. So now he started shouting. He came into the market and say that, who are providing the cloud, those providers, I have application with me. Can someone take this application and put it in server and give me the URL? What amma? What amma? What is this amma? Priya, zip file. You don't know zip file? Zip, right click, zip it, compress. Your entire application is compressed in zip file, no? Thinking too much, huh? Don't think too much. Okay, so guys, your exe file, all your you have developed a .NET application or Java application, you have jar files, zip files, correct? So now he came into the market and started shouting, hey ho, someone can help me. to put my application somewhere and give me the URL. And when he is shouting, and one person started looking that Rakesh in a different manner, and he's just staring that guy Rakesh, and Rakesh also started staring that new person. Who are you? And that person started calling him Rakesh. Hello, come this side. Come this side. Come to me. Rakesh walked, and then he went to that person. And Rakesh asked, "What is your name, Babu?" And then that guy said, "My name is Infrastructure as a Service." Oh, Infrastructure as a Service. Good. So Rakesh said, "How can you help me? I have an application with me. Tell me, how can you help me here to put the application? I need the URL back. I want to access my application." So Infrastructure as a Service started telling the story. And he said that, "Hey Rakesh, I know you might have a company and you have on-premises. And the first question here is, Rakesh, and this is for everyone, do you recommend to go and set up your own on-premises, own servers, everything by yourself and take the headache? No, right? And also the same thing, this guy says that infrastructure as a service is telling, "Hey, see Rakesh, I have this architecture in my company." So it's like this. So infrastructure service has its own network and data centers. So okay. See here, we have a network. These guys will have a network in his own data centers. They have their own network data centers. On top of it, they have virtualization. Correct. On top of it, they'll put some operating systems. They have the data and they have application on top of it. Correct, guys. So now you tell me, for Rakesh, does he need to really care about network data center virtualization? No. Remember, guys, see here, infrastructure as service is telling that, hey, Rakesh, you no need to handle this, you no need to take care of network data centers virtualization, nothing. What I will be giving is, I will give you this console. I'll give this AWS man. Guys, infrastructure as service meaning who is the best example for infrastructure as service? AWS itself, correct? So let me take the AWS name for infrastructure as service and talk. So AWS is saying that, hey, Rakesh, what I will be giving is, I will give you the AWS console. Open that console and do whatever you want to do, you do it. Rakesh is asking, hey, can I go and create my servers? Yes, you can go and create servers. Can I go and set up my own database? Yes, you can go and set up databases. So how do I handle the databases? How is handling the servers in the backend? Does the Rakesh need to take care of that? Guys, does the Rakesh need to worry on it? Okay, I put it to everyone. No. So how the AWS is doing in the backend is, we have learned this already. So here, let's say, do you remember the host mission that we have learned? So I assume this is a physical host machine. This. Okay, I'm not putting all those things. So here, I assume that this is AWS will have so many physical host machine in the backend, correct? Guys, AWS has so many physical host machines in the correct. Everyone knows this, no? So that physical host machine will have hardware in that machine. On top of it, what they might have installed? Hypervisor, correct? And on top of it, what do we create? We create virtual machines, correct? Ma Chiti, you know that? Yes. So, using this console, guys, this Rakesh, using this AWS management console, what he can do is he can just open the console and he create a virtual machines directly on AWS host machines like this. So, so guys, does the Rakesh needs to worry about the host machine in the backend? What is your answer? Everyone? No. Does the Rakesh need to worry about the virtualization? No. Does the Rakesh need to worry about the network data centers in the backend? No, nothing. What he need to do is he just need to open it and create a virtual machine, start working on it. Getting it? And now you tell me here, Chiti. Network data center virtualization. This whose responsibility is this? Hmm? Yes, this is provider's responsibility. Here, provider meaning or AWS only. So on top of his virtualization, we are going, Rakesh is going and creating a virtual machine. Virtual machine meaning what does the virtual machine contain? It contains operating system, it contains data, and he can put some application, correct? So who is responsible for application data and operating system? Customer, correct? This is customer's responsibility. Guys, getting it? So this AWS is telling to Rakesh, Rakesh, you don't have a feeling that you are missing the servers. You have full control on the servers. Does the Rakesh has full control on the virtual machine that he has created? Yes. So he can do, so guys, AWS, he can give you the infrastructure. He can help you to create the virtual machine. But who will go and who need to go and put the application inside and host it? Who should do that? Rakesh itself should go and do that, right? AWS is providing you the infrastructure. AWS is providing you the virtual machines. You go and create a virtual machine, and inside that, whatever you want to do, you can do it, right? Okay. Now, question for you. Let's say Rakesh went and created a virtual machine, right? Rakesh went and created a virtual machine, and he has put his application inside it and started accessing it. Many customers started accessing it, and then they are doing some payments, example. And all of a sudden, that got hacked, and someone hacked the data, and someone hacked the CVV number, etc. Some shit happened. Can you tell me whose responsibility is this? Who should take the responsibility of this? Is it right, customer or provider? His application got hacked. It went back again. Okay, sorry, I put it to everyone. I don't know why it is going back. Tell me your answer. Customer or provider? Hmm. I want everyone to answer. Let it be very interactive. Okay. So here, the answer here is, okay, I'll tell you, you will only tell me the answer. See, provider is responsible for what? Virtualization, network, data center, all the bottom, he is responsible. Who is responsible for application, data, and OS? Customer. If someone is hacking the application and stealing the data, who is responsible? Then why you said provider? So guys, remember, whatever you do inside inside this virtual machine is completely responsible by the customer. And you know one thing, AWS doesn't even have access inside your virtual machine. AWS doesn't have any access inside your VM. It is only for you. Even AWS will not have access. If AWS doesn't have any access, how come he will be responsible for your application? No, correct? So you cannot say in Telugu, in Bommarilu dialogue is there, no? Everything you have done, huh? So you cannot say that everything you have done AWS. No. For that reason, AWS came up with something called shared model. What is that? Shared model or shared responsibility model. Shared responsibility. So clearly AWS is saying that whatever, okay, now I'll post you some questions. You tell me who is responsible. There is something all of a sudden entire data center network is gone. Whose responsibility is this? Okay. Entire host machines in the backend gone down. Okay. Some natural disaster happened. All my data is lost. Provider. So someone is hacking my application. Customer. Right? I need to install some patches on my operating system. Do you see this? So clearly AWS is saying that, Babu, you take care of this and I take care of this. That is called shared responsibility model. So we should be clear that we should be responsible on what and AWS is responsible for what. And simply blindly, you cannot say that AWS, you are responsible and I have lost this and you are responsible. No, you should be clear on what you should be responsible on. Is this clear till here, everyone? Any questions still here? All good? Non-IT? Good, good, good. So now this Rakesh will go and create virtual machines on AWS environment, correct? Using AWS Management Console. I told you that there will be, for each and everything, there will be a service. Hey, congratulations. I'm telling you the first service name that you are hearing, and which is the service where you can go and create virtual machines. And that service name is called EC2. Everyone write down? EC2. So EC2 meaning, guys, EC2 is a service. If someone asks you what is EC2, then you should say EC2 is a AWS service where you can create virtual machines, right? So instead of calling virtual machines, I told you to call what? Instances, correct? And where are you launching? Where are you creating? Or where are you launching these instances? In EC2. And that's why these are called EC2 instances. Write down this word. EC2 instances. EC2 instances. EC2 is a service. And what is the full form of service? We will learn very deeply later. But what is the full form? Why it is EC2? It's Elastic Compute Cloud. There are two C there. That's why they call it as EC2 shortcut. So guys, answer me. Which is the service in AWS where you can go and create virtual machines? EC2. What are virtual machines called in AWS? Instances. What instances are those? EC2 instances. Correct? Got it? So you have heard the first service, which is very, it's a backbone of AWS, guys. Right? That is EC2. Everyone clear on infrastructure as service? What is that infrastructure? So AWS is providing the whole infrastructure for us. You need to go and set it up by yourself, by own everything. Without hacking network, how to hack application inside network? So Rajkumar, you have to think little bit broad. So to hack, he no need to come inside my network. Okay, let's say for example, you have google.com. Do I have the URL called google.com? And that HTTP request, can I overflood it? DDoS attacks, everything is SQL injections. All these things will happening on the URL. So you should have a nice shield technique mechanism that all we think we learn. Okay. So if some, okay, so you have to learn so many things in order to understand. Okay. Guys, those are the recordings. Those who are new, take those recordings and don't think that you have missed. You have nothing missed. Actually, we have not entered into AWS. Just now today we entered, yesterday and today. So take those. It's 1 hour session. Go through it and continue the classes. Okay. So after this infrastructure as service, Rakesh got some information. And there is also another sound coming. Hello. So Rakesh saw here and there, and there is another guy who is calling him. And who is that guy? Platform as a service. So this guy, platform as a service. And then Rakesh came to him and said, platform as a service is telling, yes, Rakesh, first of all, tell me what is that guy is telling to you. Rakesh said, who's that? Which guy? My another that guy, infrastructure as a service. Oh, infrastructure as a service. Rakesh is telling that, yes, he was telling that he will give the entire infrastructure. I don't have any missing of my on-premises. So he'll give the whole infrastructure. I can go and do whatever I want to do. Then platform as a service is telling, oh, really? Okay. Do you know how to create EC2 instance, Rakesh? Platform as a service is asking these questions to Rakesh. And Rakesh says, no, I don't know. Okay. Do you know how to put your application inside the machine? Rakesh says, no, I don't know. Then how do you go to infrastructure as a service? Hmm? Valid, no? City got puzzled. I elevated the hero and uh, I put down him again. So that's a valid question. So this guy, platform as a service, is telling, so Rakesh, stop thinking. So I am platform as a service. What I'll give you is, I'll also have the same setup what this guy has. I also have the same setup what this guy has. But the thing is, you no need to create servers. You no need to worry on the servers. You no need to put the application. You no need to do anything. Just give me the application, whatever you have, I will do everything for you. You're getting it? Give me that application, whatever you have, I will do everything for you. You no need to worry on the servers. So can you tell me, does the Rakesh has any control on the servers? No. Rakesh has control only on his application and the data inside it, correct? So who is responsible for network data center virtualization and including operating system? It is provider. And how about application and data? Only these two are by customer. Getting it? So Rakesh is expected to give only the application, and these guys will do everything and give back the URL to him. Easy job. Very easy. So here, no need to worry on the servers. Okay. And also no control on the servers. Do you have any control on the servers? No control on the servers. Sorry. All of a sudden, I have changed some code and I want to update that code. Do I have access? No. I need to give that entire code again to the provider and he'll go and update it. Correct? This is called platform as a service. So in platform as a service, customer is responsible for what? Answer it. Application and data. In infrastructure as a service, customer is responsible for application, data, and operating system. These are all interview and certification questions. Okay. Do you all understood what is platform as a service? So now you might have a question, sir, why not AWS is providing platform as a service? Correct. I want to use AWS and also I want to have an option that AWS has to do everything. Guys, that's why AWS is number one. AWS is not only meant for infrastructure as a service. AWS also has a platform as a service, what these guys are doing. And guys, congratulations, you are hearing the next service, which is called, write down everyone, Elastic Beanstalk. What's that? Elastic Beanstalk. This is the one of the service from AWS. So what is this? Guys, if someone asks what is Elastic Beanstalk, you should say this. It is used for easy and quick deployment of application. Easy and quick deployment of applications in AWS. Everyone write down this line. Easy and quick deployment of application. Write down, GT. Guys, doesn't matter how big you are, how much experience you are. You all guys are my AWS kids. Okay, everyone are equal for me. Doesn't matter. You have so keep everything aside and then start writing, putting it. So assume that you are a kid and you are learning. Even though also I'm in your same age. Okay. So if someone asks, this is a certification question, guys. If someone asks, hey, what is Elastic Beanstalk? Then you should say it is used for easy and quick deployment of applications in AWS. So guys, you give this application to AWS. That's it. There is a one service called Elastic Beanstalk. Give this application to Beanstalk and it does everything for you. It will give the URL back to you. Understood? So that is a, so please don't start segregating each service. Is it a platform or is it infrastructure, is software? No, don't segregate like that. There are few services which act as a platform as service. There are few services which act as infrastructure as service. Okay, understood? So Elastic Beanstalk is a service from AWS where you give the application zip file to Beanstalk, and what it does, it will take it, it will do everything, and it will give the URL back to you. It will create its own servers, it will deploy it itself, it does everything and give the URL back to you to access it. That is Beanstalk. Okay. You all understood what is right platform as service? So platform as service, the best example for platform as service is Azure. As many people knows that for platform as service, Azure is very good. I also agree. Guys, as AWS has a stamp on its face saying that you are infrastructure as service. AWS initially came up with infrastructure as service only. Azure came up with platform as service only. Later, AWS started giving platform as service, and Azure also started giving infrastructure as a service also. So, guys, see, most if you have developed your application in .NET, Azure is from Microsoft, so you have a good combination and connections to your .NET application to Azure. It is very easy to deploy, right? So just because of that, you don't need to go to Azure. So AWS is giving you so much of things where Azure is not giving. So infrastructure as service has more and more flexibility. Yes, Khan, as you said. Okay, now Rakesh understood everything. And there is one more guy calling him. Who is that guy? And that guy is software as a service. Your SaaS. So this guy said, software as a service is talking to Rakesh. Rakesh, tell me what are those two people are saying. Tell me honestly. And Rakesh said, infrastructure as a service. He says that he will provide the entire infrastructure. I can go and do everything by myself. I have full control there. Okay. What is that second guy is telling? Platform as a service. Okay. That platform as a service is telling that. So he will take the application from me and do everything behalf of me, and he give me the URL. I don't need to even host the application. I don't need to even create the servers. I don't do anything. Just sit quiet and he'll give the URL. Okay. So application, who need to give? Rakesh need to give the application to platform service. And this software as service is telling Rakesh, I don't need anything from you. Everything I'll give you for you. Everything I'll give it for you. Rakesh saying, no, 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 no. I have my application. Hey, keep your application with you. I will give everything by myself. Whatever I give, you access it. I didn't know, bhai, that doesn't require, that is not my requirement. No, I'll give the application, use it. Okay, give me the application. Software service has give the application. And Rakesh said, can you change that? No. Can you put that? No. Can I add that? No. Can you delete that? No. Everything is handled and maintained by software as a service. For example, your Gmail, right? Your Gmail, the one which we have used, Zoom, Google Drive, Dropbox, etc., etc. So many things available. Can you tell me, can you change anything in the Zoom? Can you add any new feature? Can you delete any changes? No. Whatever they are giving it, you have to forcefully use it. Doesn't matter about your requirement. So the best example for this software as a service is the Salesforce. You might have heard. Right? So everything is completely managed by the provider. So everything will be provided by him. Nothing to do there. And now you tell me, which service model has lot of opportunities? You tell me. Infrastructure, platform, or software? If you take software as a service, what you do there, whatever he is providing, you have to use it. There is nothing much. In platform as a service, if platform is completely handled by him, right? There is no job to deploy. There is no job to manage. There is no job to create servers. There is nothing. What you do there? Only development. So in infrastructure as a service, you have so many things you can do. That's the reason why AWS is here, and you have a lot of opportunities. Now, guys, do you all understood? Have you ever thought that you will be discussing infrastructure as service, platform as service, software as service this much deep? So this is generally people will say in one line. So we took whole class because this is very important to understand, because in future you might become an innovators. Not only using it, you might be a scientist, you might be an innovator, you might innovate something. For that, basics are very much required. Clear City, any questions till here? मैं हिंदी बात कर रहा तो पूरा हैदराबादी लैंग्वेज आ जाता भाई कई को। अक्षय, वो भी इतने पूरा सारे बोलना बोले तो पूरा दमदम हो रहा तो। क्या बोलते, राइट? There are many people from US also joined, so I cannot talk in Hindi. And even in India, there are so many people, those who don't know. I know, I know. We'll go with English only. Come on, I'm just kidding. If client go through Sasa, so what is the benefit for client? Suhas, what is the benefit from this Zoom? What is the benefit with the Gmail? So it is just like, okay, let me give an example. Listen this carefully. Infrastructure as a service. It is like you go and purchase all the sabjis, that meaning vegetables or non-veg, get it, you cook it, you put it in your plate, and you eat it and you enjoy. Platform as a service is ready-made food is available, right? Like restaurants, you go it, order it, eat it. And software as a service is, you know that in packets there will be a curries, no, ready to use. You go and put it, heat it and eat it, packed, right? That is a big main difference between all. Till now explaining that only, Puja. In platform as service, you don't have option. You don't have any access to the servers. You don't have any control to the servers. If you want to update the application, if you want to host the application, you want to modify the application, you want to change something, you cannot do it with those vendors. If you have full control, like infrastructure as service, you can do that. Sri Vidya, you are not going and inventing, no. It is not about code. If I can't code, then I hope SaaS is good option. You are saying that. But are you inventing Gmail like Srimail? No, right? Are you inventing Zoom or Zoom Zoom? No. So this are all ready-madely people are developing and give it to you, right? So it is not about if you don't know coding, go with SaaS. No, that's not wrong assumption. Some vendors are ready-madely giving it for you. You are using it. That is software as a service. Any other questions? So what we're gonna do is, guys, there are very, very important topics that is called 3 T's. What is that? 3 T's. Rangu, Ruchi. So 3 T's. What are those 3 T's? T's meaning not your tea, not that tea. So in order to go and learn more about in further classes, you have to be very clear on these 3 T's. And those are elasticity. Okay, right. So I don't talk then. So Kavi and Srikant, they have already said. So let's drop that topic. Let's drop that topic. No, it's okay. Hmm? Let me see everyone response. So few people know already, no? So this is exactly things will happen in coming classes. So if you want to be with me, there are few things that should be followed. I want my non-IT students and everyone to be with me. Okay? Everyone are same. But if you know the topic already, please keep it with you. Do not expose it. Do not tell it before. Because how I am going is indirectly, subconsciously, the wordings also will get injected in your brains. If you tell the words before itself, people will read that and the subject and the wordings will not go in their minds. That's the reason why I didn't even like to say EC2 instances in the first shot. I made your brains slowly to know what is instances. I talk about what is the service do, then I mention EC2, then I call them as EC2, and you will never forget that. So I have the way to teach, I have the process. So if you follow that, you know it, you will do the revision. So I don't like, guys, it's good that you know that topics, that's fine. No, I'm not talking to Kavi or someone, Srikant. It's for everyone. This for everyone through the entire course. So please let us consider the people, those who are non-IT, those who are the homemakers, the women, the sisters here, they are coming back with a lot of uh, good dreams that they want to come back to the IT, right? So each and every person have their own problems. I can feel that, I can understand. Some people want really important to have a job, right? And so I know the pain of each and every person. That's the reason why I go out of the scope and I explain everything. I no need to go each and every topic and explain all these things, but I do because I know the pain of each and every person. What are the things that you're going through? So my humble request is, whenever you know the topic before itself, don't reveal it. After I revealed it, when I ask questions, you bombard with the chat with your things. Okay? Okay, now guys, I'm not telling you anything. This is just my humble request. Okay? Let's enjoy the classes. This is for everyone. Okay? Fair deal? Chiti? Aligawa Chiti. So guys, I'm telling you, this 50 to 50 days, you are mine. I have full rights on you. Okay? On AWS. Okay? I have full rights on you. So you are so this 1.5 hours, you guys are all mine. Okay? Good. So 3 T's. So what are the 3 T's? As I said, elasticity, scalability, and high availability. So these are the 3 T's. Write down this now. Now write down. Now write down. Elasticity, scalability, high availability. So what is elasticity? What is scalability? What is high availability? So if we have seen this EC2, what is the full form of EC2, Chiti? What's the full form of EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. So you see that name called Elastic there in front? Yes. And which is the service which is used for easy and quick deployment of application in AWS? Which service is that? Which service is that? Question again. Which is the service in AWS is used to easy and quick deployment of applications? Elastic Beanstalk. Forget about IaaS. IaaS is gone. You should say Elastic Beanstalk. Don't even call EBS. Don't even call EBS. Call full name. Elastic Beanstalk. Okay. So you see that there is elastic before Beanstalk. So you should know what is that elastic, no? Right? And you should know the difference between all these three. These three are very important in cloud. So that's the reason. Let's talk about these three different things in a very nice format. I'll make you understand on these three T's in tomorrow's class. Okay. SaaS is cloud infrastructure also. Rajkumar, you know it in okay. Let me ask this question. In software as a service, is there any way that you go and install something? No. Babu, this Zoom, this Gmail only you take, no? This Gmail. So do you do, do you do anything there? Nothing. Whatever is providing, you use it. Is it possible for me to take out some button and then keep another button in Gmail? No. Whatever they provide, you have to use it. Nothing you do, just using it. That's it. Yes, all these topics are valid in all clouds. It doesn't only for AWS. This elasticity, whatever I have teaching you, all these things is applicable for all the public clouds. Okay. Now ask questions, guys. Did you all go register? So I'm requesting the admin to keep the links. Otherwise, by this time the link might change. So I'm just because so many emails are coming that, sir, please wait, we'll do that and all. I see almost 70% of the people have done it. So guys, those who have missed, please check with Rajesh today and complete all these things, and we'll start sharing the materials. Guys, you will get response from him because there are 200 people right here. So everyone sending the screenshots to that person, he need to go through each and every one and start responding. It will be delayed. So once you have done the registration and payments and all, keep the screenshot to him. He will come back. So those who have not registered yet, what is stopping you? Please tell me. Any questions that you want me to answer? Any questions, Titi? Okay. Platform service not clear. So Swati, you tell me, where is our AWS? In infrastructure as service, correct? So if you concentrate on this part, that is more than sufficient. You don't need to even worry on this because we don't talk about this at all. Leave it. But if you want me to explain, simply, if you have an application with you, do you know, Swati, how to create a server, how to install it, how to log in, how to set it up, everything we don't know, no? There are many people they don't know. So how it would be if someone comes to you and say that, Swati, whatever the application you have, give it to me. I'll do everything behalf of you. That is platform service. Swati, in this infrastructure service, what you do, you go and set it up everything by yourself. Service, what does this do? You don't have application with you. Whatever they provide, you have to use their application. You don't have any control. That is software service. Okay. No? Next, any other questions? Any generic questions? Any questions with yes, Syed bhai, pass is also there in AWS. Elastic Beanstalk only, no? Guys, for Elastic Beanstalk, there is a one separate class for Elastic Beanstalk. This is just a not even trailer, teaser. This is just a teaser. CC meaning cluster clear, NCC meaning non-IT clear. I just wanted to know from them, they understood or not. That's why they put CC. For today's class, we'll get recording. Yes, you will get the recording. But I have never given these many recordings to anyone. We will close this classes for 3 to 4. So for you guys, I'm extending. If if Elastic be a better option than EC2, don't worry, Morley. We'll talk about all these things in coming days. Now it's hard to explain. So this Rajesh, your admin, try to clear the features by tomorrow 5 p.m. We are closing the batch tomorrow. Last demo tomorrow. Yes, that is for sure. That's tomorrow. We'll keep the link, the same link. And tomorrow will be the last day. And from there, the link, the link will change for sure. Yes, we'll cover the serverless if you know Lambda. Are you talking? Sir, hope you're taking antibiotic. Oh, my word. Yeah, I talk a lot, right? And that's the reason. Yeah, tomorrow class is there. What happened? Tomorrow class is there. Thank you, Syed Bhai. Thank you very much. Will your material sufficient for AWS certification? 100%. My paints are sufficient. And at the end of the course, I'll give some practice papers. Okay, you take that practice papers, my paints, that is more than not only certification. You can clear interview also. The way you are teaching really. So thank you, Chandru. Thank you for understanding. All good. Did I clear any other questions, City? Forget about live projects. I'll talk about all those things. Don't worry. Project is a group of services only. First learn services. Project will come automatically. I doubt Shiva. Tomorrow, huh? If it is tomorrow, then you'll get. Yeah. We love you all day more and more. Thank you, Avinash. Great. There is many software application available in market. Are all software apps considered as SaaS or enabling? Yes, all the softwares which are applicable will come under SaaS only. But if you are putting that application and you are making that available to customer, that is also SaaS. But if you are setting up your own application, where do you set up? In infrastructure as service. 7. Is Unix launch? Unix is gone in Zamana. So now Linux launch, yes, Linux launch is required. It's good because applications will be hosted on Linux also. But don't worry, in my course, I'll use only Linux. Very less I'll use Windows because you learn Linux also, no? But I don't take complete Linux course, City, I'm telling you. Okay, Linux course, you will have a separate course. But additionally, I'll take Linux machines to show you all the practicals will be on Linux only so that you'll learn a little bit extra. Who has big market? We have done a lot of discussion on this already, Marley. Please check the videos. AWS only to answer. So yesterday to today, you're suffering more. That's right, Bhavani, but I cannot miss the class, right? So, but anyways, weekend is coming. I'll take rest there. Okay, super. Can you give me the final CC for today? Yeah, I'll be okay. Thank you for all your concerns. Don't forget to smile, yeah? Excellent. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next important, this 3 T's topic. So don't miss the classes and complete all your formalities. And then take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.